Looks like it's time to start. Oh boy. Hello everyone. Hello, hi Dimitri, welcome. Thank you for showing up. Welcome to Art with Mad Mel. I'm going to be painting today. Yes, we're going to be painting. Doing something a little bit different. We're going to go back to this painting here. Well, once I move this stuff, and then kind of all over the place trying to get this, doing other projects, right? You know, let me move my face, because apparently it doesn't look good over here because there's all this other stuff, right? There we go. So I hope everybody's doing well today. It's hot, so I put my hair up, you know, get over it. You know, gets a little warm sometimes, you know, it's that time of the year. So yeah, let's hope everybody's having a good weekend. Hope everybody's weekend is going well. And hope everybody had a good Saturday and Sunday. I'm trying to move some of this stuff because try to clean this out, but that didn't want to act right. So I guess we're just going to use this palette, right? It's got pretty much everything I need in it, right? Got the browns and the yellows and the greens and everything. So we got all of that. So you doing all right today, Dimitri? Since you're the first one in the chat, so we'll start with you. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Hope everything is going well with you. Hope your weekend is going well. Don't mind me. I didn't get to eat like I wanted to earlier. I was busy. Got a little behind playing Diablo. Right? Fun game. Turkey sausage biscuit. Nothing too crazy. Actually pretty good. It's like mesquite, something like that. Right. So, doing well? That's good. That's good to hear. I'm glad you're doing well today. So, the theme of tonight, I'm going to try to do something different, something I struggle with. Like I was trying to say, the theme for tonight that I'm going to try to do, which is a little bit different than what I'm used to doing. I want to try to be a little bit more positive tonight. That's a blast from the past. Yeah, a little bit back, whatever it is back here, right? Or the ponytail. I don't know which one you're talking about, but both are about accurate. But yeah, I figured I'm going to try to do something different today and say a couple of things of, you know, positivity. And if you don't want to hear it, you don't have to stay. I don't blame you. You know, I will put it this way. I've been struggling personally with my own issue of being able to speak positive to myself. I cannot do that to save my life. I don't know how to. And I'm trying to relearn how to. So I find it easier that I can say the things to other people. I mean, who don't, right? And it's kind of a given, you know. I think most of us can say what we need to say to others besides what we need to say to ourselves, which kind of sucks, but you know. But I'm gonna try to do something a little different tonight. So when it comes to mind, I'll say something, or if you guys want to add something positive in there, go for it. Feel free, because you know, I feel like we all have enough negativity going on in the world, so you know, something a little positive may not be that bad. Something from time to time, right? There we go. There's so much green in this painting. It's insane. I got this flat green too that I'm going to use. It's kind of a mossy green. Like a grayish green. That's really what I wanted for this. I was saying about adding a little white to that. There you go. There we are. So I'm changing a little bit of the green, trying to make it a little bit, give it a little bit of a different type of tone, because it was kind of, I don't want it to bleed all the way in, but yeah, this is it. That's it. I wanted more of a murkier green. Can't really get all the definition I want in here with that type. There we are. Let's see, what do you say here? It takes time to be positive to people who are ratchet. Well, I mean, you know, that's the problem, is that they are ratchet because nobody took the time to be positive to them. It's kind of a double-edged sword. Nobody took the time to be kind to them, so that's the reason why they're ratchet. I mean, you know, if you leave someone alone for a long enough time frame, they'll become rabid. You know, that is a thing that happens. You know, I think probably we'll start here. One positive thing that I have a hard time just even simply saying sometimes is, you know, probably, hey, I you know, and I'll tell you guys this, and I'll give you the positive aspect of it that I should be listening to more is, you're good at what you do, and you don't have to worry about trying to be more than what you're doing. You are good at what you do, and you know, keep being happy at what you do, right? You got to enjoy what you do, and you got to be happy at what you do. So just keep doing what you're doing and be happy, as long as you're not hurting yourself or others, right? Another one is, you are smart and intelligent. You do have friends and people do like you, and if you weren't here, somebody would be sad. I don't think a lot of people really take in consideration that, you know, sometimes you can get down and think, man, I suck and everything's not good, but that's not true. You shouldn't listen to that. You have people who care about you. You shouldn't listen to those things, because you are loved and cared about, and people do like you, and people do love you. So you don't have to feel like people don't. Now, why am I saying this? Because there's somebody out there that probably feels like that. Probably have no hope. Probably don't even know what to do. You know, how to, you know, anything like that. They don't have anybody positive in their life. It's very sad that there's, you know, a lot of us don't have positive people in our lives. But, you know, that's okay too. Even though that you don't, you still got to be positive for yourself. But Mel, I can't be positive, and that's okay too if you don't feel like you can. I'm trying, like I said, I'm saying the stuff that I wish I could say to myself. I can't, because once I start trying to say that, then that's when my mind goes into a darker place, and you know, what can you do with that? So everybody struggles with things. You just got to take time and learn how to adapt and be able to figure out what is going to work for you, because you are an individual and you are special as an individual, right? So truth, yeah, I believe so. You know, another one, you are a good artist, or you are a good I don't know, whatever you are good at what you do. You know, you do great work. Yes, keep trying, keep striving to be better. You know, don't give up. No, your artwork doesn't suck and you don't need to quit. Right? Don't throw that away. Keep it. It doesn't matter if you think that you're not as good as the people you see online. They had to start somewhere too. Right? What you're doing is not doodles. It means something. You're not just doodling or playing around if you're an artist or if you create a craftsman or woman. You know? Right? I don't care if anybody's here tonight to hear it or not. I'm going to say it. And then it's going to be on the internet and it don't matter because someone will run across it one day. One day. It doesn't matter what they say about your skill level. You keep doing what you're doing and one day you'll be better than they are. For those of you that think I don't have the skill to be where I want to be or do what I want to do or I don't think I'm enough, you are. And you keep doing what you're doing with the same intensity. Keep pushing like you're pushing. And once you get there, nobody can stop you. You get to write your own rules. You get to tell them what you want. Keep doing what you're doing. What do they know if they keep telling you that it's a bad idea for you to try whatever it is that you want to try in your life? What do they know? What have they done? Right? You shouldn't listen to those people who tell you, especially for those that are like, everybody says I can't do this. You can, and you should, so you can prove them wrong. Not just because, oh man, proving them wrong is the best thing to do, but because you want to do it. Here's a hard one. Here's a real hard one for some of you. Some of you might even just leave after this, which is fine. You know, I know I got maybe a couple of people watching, but here's a hard one. And some of you might be like, "Good Lord, get to it, Mel." You are loved and someone loves you. You're not a disgrace like you think you are. People do care about you. You may not be able to see it because you're feeling bad or you might have a bad way of looking at yourself, but people do. They do care about you and they do love you, you know. And you are wanted in the world, so you don't have to feel like, man, I'm a burden. Oh man, I suck. You know, don't feel like that. I know it's easier said than done, but truth is, you know, a lot of people like to project off of what's going on with them because it's hard to talk, right? And especially if you have people in your life that like to project off negative type of emotions on you, they probably got something going on with them that they're not uncovering. So don't feel bad about that. I know it's hard not to take that to keep it close to your chest, but you shouldn't, or at least try not to. There we go. Another one, love shouldn't have to hurt. So, that's another one. Hurt to make it work is psychotic. That's a terrible way to think and to be. The ideal of I have to suffer for someone else to be able to function. One day it will come to me if I suffer enough is idiotic. Don't do that. I know it sounds psychotic, right? But that happens. It can. Be careful with that. Try to be nice to other people if you can. And I firmly say if you can. There are some people out there that just don't want you to be nice to them. And that's fine too. What you got here? When you know how to do hard things. Yeah, I guess. I mean, you know, life is hard. And living with other people in the world is hard. Doesn't have to be though, because it all comes down to, you know, everybody's a broken child. Every human being, doesn't matter how famous you are, doesn't matter how much money you are, doesn't matter if you're in the top echelon, the 1%, the alpha centric 1%, you were a child at one point in time, and something happened to that child to turn you into whoever you are, good or bad, right? Everybody's got the broken child, so we're all suffering children that just got old, right? And people do care what you're going through, even though they may not act like it. And I know a lot of people sometimes say, oh man, you know, get over it, bootstraps and stuff. But, you know, if you got a lot of those people in your life that don't want to listen or at least give you an opportunity, maybe you shouldn't be putting a lot of your energy to those people. Oh, another one too. You don't have to suffer to have people in your life either. No one has to suffer for love. And that means sticking with friends and situations that don't mean you any good just because you don't want to be alone. That's not good. You put yourself in a bad situation like that. Be careful. It was nice to be able to share something positive with other people. Hopefully that may have helped you guys out saying those kind words. Or maybe not. Maybe you think I'm a Fruit Loop and you don't really particularly care. You want to shut my ass up and just keep painting. That could be a possibility too. You know? Either way, I'm glad I was able to share that with you guys. There we go. Okay, cool. So now we'll give that a little bit of time. And while that is doing that, we'll add some brown to some areas that need a little bit. Just to make sure it's in the right place. So for others to be ratchet, I mean, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. It's simply suffering for somebody else to be ratchet simply comes from, you know, the idea of if I just try, maybe. And to some people, you may not be able to understand that because it might sound bizarre, like, what the hell? Why would you do that? But, you know. Okay, so now we do the tree. Alright, here we go. I know, right? It doesn't make any sense why I did that up here. Alright, so that's the first part of it. These little sponges are great. You can get these anywhere. They don't cost that much. Maybe like $1 for a pack or so. You can get them practically at any store that you want. I like them just because of the fact that it's nice to have some, well, I was looking for the darker green I thought I had. But it's nice to actually have that, you know, to be able to give it that dabbing effect. We'll add a little bit of green here. I know it's dark, but I can also do a little something to it. Make it work for us, right? Let's see here. I'll take a little bit of this green, chop it off. Put that right there. Oh, this brush is stiff as a board. There we go. There we go. You know, good talk. Thanks. Thank you. You know, I figured I would talk some positivity to people because, you know, we don't get that. Nobody does that anymore. No, everybody's running around here and just doom gloom with a pistol under their chin, just ready to just fade off and go crazy. Oh, why do that? Everybody's having a hard enough time. You know, everybody wants to talk something negative all the time. All the time, no matter where you go. It's always somebody doing that Hussitarius. So, you know, why not? Do something different. And I don't care anymore. Because, I mean, I'm tired of feeling bad all the time. So, I can change my perspective by trying to be positive. And, you know, to teach myself to be positive, I have to do it somehow. So the best way is to expose you guys to it. Hate it, but, you know, what's that? Frog Manchu? Yeah, Frog Manchu. Yeah, the gonna try to fix that. It came out weird. Actually, since we're already here doing this, might as well. Since I'm already here doing this, might as well fix it properly. Because that was bothering me for a little bit. Because when I did that at the shop, it was kind of rushed and I didn't get the chin done the way I wanted it. But I will say I like where the pipe was at, but it just didn't come out the way I wanted it to. And I didn't want him to look like some makeshift looking Jabba the Hutt frog either, which looks kind of strange. And I know it's the, you know, May the 4th. I should have done it. You should have done something that was Star Wars. You know, alright, fine. I could, but I want to do something different. Plus I have somebody that's interested in buying this, so why not? Right? Let people see it, unless it's someone, you know, someone might be like, man, I want to make a counter offer to that, which is possible. You never know. It was like, it was Kung Fu Frog. Yeah, well, it's funny that you mentioned that. The idea of the frog, the base, the whole pose was from Naruto. It was one of the ancient frogs. That was where I got the idea from, because I'm like, well, I want to do a frog, but just a normal bullfrog would be kind of dumb, and you're kind of like running through the swamp. So why not? Figure why not? Do a old ninja frog or something like that, or just an old wise frog, just something. It was an interesting idea. Never done a frog, you know. Let's see, music and all, and I like it. Different music, yeah, different music. I want different music for different stuff. Sometimes the electronic music is a little too much. It just sounds like a bunch of like beats and thumping. Now I know that can drive some people mad. Some people just can't handle that type of insanity, and I don't blame you. If you're able to listen to electronic music with no problem, there is something wrong with you. I know, because I listen to it all the time. There's something wrong with me. I can admit that. I know that for a fact. For a fact. There we go. Now we're going to get a little bit of wood in here. Ooh, you nasty. You said a little wood. I did. I didn't say any pause, because look at that branch. Look at that branch. You always just put a TIE fighter in the sky, in the background. Appreciate Star Wars people. Yeah, I could. That is true. I could, somewhere. Why not? Over here or something. I don't know. We'll put it somewhere. Like a flyby. I can do that. That's a pretty good idea. And think about it. I mean, shit, give them something so they can eat their hands to the bone. You know, you didn't do anything I wanted to see. Because, you know, I hear that sometimes. Not a lot, but, you know. My immersion. I need that darker. Well, no. It's pretty dark. I don't need that. I need a different brush. That's what I need. I need a different brush. I want to get the trees finished. So once I get the trees done, yeah, there it is. Get a little bit of that. Yeah, a little bit of that, right? Ah, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty. That's pretty how that came out. I like that. Ah. Yeah. Now that looks cool. All that waviness there. Kind of was a mistake, but I like no such thing as a mistake, right? Little happy accidents, or you know, or it could be catastrophic mishaps. I do think that that's a thing that should be spoken about with art. There is a certain threshold. You know, I know Bob Ross used to say there's always happy little accidents. There are such things as catastrophic no return points in artwork where, you know, you hit that, oh my God, what did I do? And I can't recover. Now, I'm not saying that you need to be doom and gloom, but keep in mind that is a thing. It just takes a while. The biggest thing is let it dry. Depending on what you're using. Some people might be like, oh my God, that guy Mel doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Depending on what you're doing. If you're using acrylic, you can kind of let it dry. You can kind of get by with fixing it later, right? There are things that you can do. Oil's finicky. You're gonna have to take your time. And watercolor, you just add more color to it, and you know that pretty much takes care of that. Let's see here. What else? I'm just gonna go on ahead and just get that pea soup green up here, you know, since it's all mossy and gross. I'm gonna hit that up here in the top real quick. So I'm gonna pull this down some. And how are we gonna do that? Well, first thing, what I want to do before we do that is kind of do this with the shoreline. All right. There we are. Uh-oh. There we go. Nice. Okay. Now it's time for some of that dark green. We'll just smother it up here, get that out of the way, and then I can throw a ship in there and let that dry. But I don't know, which one am I going to throw in? Which one will I throw in? We'll see where my what direction I lean with the Star Wars universe by what I put in here, right? We will see. Now, this is something that I'm going to show you guys with the sponge. Now, it's going to be very messy. Keep in mind, if you're going to do this in your own time, you want to make sure that you got something put down. You want to make sure that you got some things, contingencies, right? Because it can get messy depending if how you want to do this, if you want to be real splotchy with it, or if you get out of control, because not everybody has good control with their tools, so I'm not assuming that everybody has peak top conditioned hands and dexterity. I usually go at it as you have a hard time throwing a wiffle ball, and not with a lot of umph. And I'm not speaking badly, I just don't know. So I'm gonna put you in a bad shape if I don't know. Kind of give you the benefit of the doubt. There. Now, you got that all over there, right? Da-da-da. That looks pretty good. Now you can come through with the smooth one. Right, now I butchered this because I wanted it to look a little bit more coarse. You don't have to do it. I will show you with the plain Jane that hasn't been used yet, right? So you can just use it to just kind of move the paint around, kind of dab it and move it. It's real easy to manipulate, right? You can kind of get that, you know, you can swirl it. I like to dab and swirl, right? Kind of like that. You see how it gives it that effect of like, you know, kind of roughed around. And you want to get enough paint so you can kind of distribute it decently and get a nice little flow and blend, right? You want to blend it up so you got that nice little coverage, right, in the back, and then you can always come back through with something else and tighten it up or give it some definition if you want. And then we can come back here and kind of do the same thing here. Not trying to completely cover it up, but just trying to give it enough to make it look fuller. Because I don't want all the wood to come through, but I wanted just enough. Alright, so... fantastic. Now, we can come back through with what I was trying to do earlier with this. Alright. Now, I know it might not seem like much, but when you actually look at it in real life and you touch it, it's raised. It's got like humps in it, right? You may be able to see it, right? There we go. All right. Not bad so far. I like it. Let's turn you down. Yeah, you and all that glare. There we go. Yeah, I like it. Looks pretty good. Okay, now we get to do the fighter of the TIE. Of the TIE fighter. Or what else? I guess I can do the TIE. I don't know. What is it? Like an X-Wing or some shit? I might just do this by memory. Oh, wait. Hold on. What time is it? 8:43. I'll draw something for the 4th. Since it is the 4th, I'll draw something for you guys for the 4th. I don't want to do anything to this because this is a specific thing I want to do with this painting. So I will get you guys a Star Wars inspired picture tonight. I'll probably do that here in just a second once I get done with this dandelion. And see, it works really well for that too, right? But it's green, so that's fine. And I don't care that it's green. The idea is it's like a bog, so it's not going to be like 100% like, you know, prim and pristine. There's going to be some things going on in the background. Hey, how you doing there, Nuclear Nooses? Yes. Alright. Let's do some work over here. Let's get some brown going on over there on that side, because we didn't touch that with any of the brown paint when we came through, sprucing it all up, right? So let's get over here and give it a nice little touch up. Show it some love, you know. There's a lot of people getting ready to graduate. To those of you that might be getting ready to graduate soon, or this year, or following up soon, congratulations. Hope you the best in life. You know, remember, if there's anything I can tell you that might be beneficial to you, always keep an extra pair of pants and underwear in your car. Never know. Don't have to be anything spectacular or special, but at least a pair of sweats. Maybe some shorts. Maybe an extra pair of socks. Maybe some underwear. Because you never know. You never know what might happen to you. You never know where you might be, when it happens, right? Could be the difference between, oh man, everything went bad because that grocery store was closed and I couldn't get anything to eat, so I had to go over there to the gas station and eat something, and now my stomach fell off my body. The crazy swamp place Yoda chilled out in. Dagobah? No, but I can do Dagobah. No, this is something a little bit different. This place is I'll put it this way. This is the oasis where, you know, certain plants grow that do certain things for people, you know, of the mushroom variety of stuff, right? Not trying to say everything, but trying to hint. That's what this is. Oh, that's beautiful. That's perfect. Now, if the pen works, right? Because I've been having issues with my pen. I love using this pen, but I've been having issues using this pen. So, and what's the issue, Mel? Well, it just doesn't want to try to keep ink coming out. It's very hard to get the ink to come out. And see, that's the thing with this. I want you to see something because it uses vacuum capability. So you got to really shake it up, right? And once you shake it up a little bit, then you let it just sit, you know, for a moment. And then you should be able to get something going. But if it doesn't, then, you know, harump on me. I guess I'll have to use something different. So sad. Come on. You're so close. Well, you know what? Fine. If it doesn't want to do it, fine. Use something else. What is this? Giving me a heart attack, shaking it over the painting. Oh yeah, I know, right? Yeah, that's the gamble. You know, at a certain point when you start doing art, you get a little mad while you're doing it. You get to a certain threshold where you're just like, oh man, what am I doing here? And I'll show you what I'm going to do, since this makes it a lot easier for me. I usually just cover it up. So I'm just going to half cover it, right? Just a little bit. There, right? Just for that. Just for these. Why would you roll it up? Well, I want it out of the way because I don't want to get anything over there, right? So I can use this right here. You guys can probably see it pretty well. That's what I usually do. I usually cover it with something, but I don't think it's going to be too bad of a situation here. There we go. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I guess we can get back to it. There we go. That's a little bit better. There we go. This is what I forgot to do last time. Right? There it is. And then we give him this little bitty chin, right? And his little chin, little pudgy cheeks. You know, he's a big old frog. All right. There we are. I like this color scheme a little bit better, right? For me, I like it. I don't know. It just looks a little bit better to me, but there we go. Oh, see, that's what I told you guys before. It likes to bleed. So there you go. Now we had our first little mishap. And it was from the wrong pin. It wasn't from the one that I thought it was going to be from. Oh, no need to have a stroke or a heart attack. That's how you resolve that. You just take a little paper and you have to just soak it up. Now, this takes time. Because the initial thing you want to do is that, right? Don't do that. That's where you butcher the page. That's where you butcher all of this. Anything you're working on. Alright. There we go. How much time do we have? 9:50. That seems like a good stopping spot. Since we gotta do Star Wars stuff with those dumbass Jedis and punk bitch ass fucking magic using chumps. I don't like Jedis. I can't stand them. They make me sick. Jedis make me sick. They make me want to puke in my mouth. They just make me ill. And no, I don't. And Sith, nah. Every Sith is okay, right? Great Jedi is really where it's at. The balance of being able to use both without anything else. Take a good look at it. It looks pretty good. I think that darkening it up and adding some more texture to it is starting to come together. I didn't realize what day it was, but yeah, it looks pretty good. I like that now. He doesn't look so dark. I wanted him to be a little bit lighter because I wanted to darken it up as it goes. So now I got to figure out, what do you guys want this on? You want it on a piece of paper? You want to do this like on a sketch pad or what? Put it in the chat what you want. What do you want me to put this on? Because I don't really technically have another canvas ready. I mean, I do, but it's for a different project. But if you want me to make it and do it, I can. Or I can do a sketchbook, which would be basically this right here. So, first person, put it in the chat. Let me know what you want. I know it takes a little bit, so I'm not going to jump the gun. Canvas or sketch pad. This is how we're going to do your the May the fourth be with you, right? I'll do something Star Wars enthused. You know, it doesn't have to be like drastically drastic. Oh boy, and I bet a bunch of people fell off because I said I don't like the Jedi. I don't care. It's whatever. Fine. No. Yep. Maybe. Kinda, sorta. I hope this can actually... Well, I tell you what. Probably go this route. Sketch just a little thing. Okay, I got you. I got you, Nuclear. Sketch a little thing. Oh, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just do it all in black ink. I won't use no pencil. This is just how we'll do it. I'll just use this. Yeah, but I don't feel like listening to that. Let's see. What was that? The music sound haunting? That's funny. Should, you know, whole Jedi Sith thing, right? Alright, well, time to do something different. I mean, since we're doing this, I might as well just do a wash, right? Might as well save myself some time and just do a little wash. So, I'll just wash it and then we'll have that in the back. Yeah, that'll work. Since, yeah, I'll use this. I can do this. Here we are. Get a couple of dollops of some water. And what do you mean? What are you going to do next? Well, I will show you in just a second. Now I need a smidge of water. Some actually clean water. I need clean, crisp water from like the Himalayas. I almost said from the humiliations. So, water from the humiliation. That's hideous. Alright, let's see what this wash can do. I don't know. I'm just curious. Not too bad, huh? I guess it's okay. Amateur, you don't know what you're doing. Someone might say that, you know, but we're used to that. I know what you're thinking. This don't look like no dumbass Star Wars picture. This don't look like no Star Wars to me. You don't know what you're doing. You might be right. I don't know what I'm doing. Right? I don't know what the hell's happening right now. I don't have a daggone clue. Not like I'm going to come through here with something amazing, right? Possible. Could be just sandbagging right now. I might be having something awesome up my sleeve. There we go. Yes, I sprayed it with water so I can get it that. All right, now, here comes the fun part. Here comes the fun part. What kind of Jedi are they? What are they using? Are they using a red lightsaber? Yeah, you can miss me with all that Jedi mess. Here, I'll give you guys what you really want to see. Two Sith that are about to kill each other right there on a bridge, just chop each other to death. You know, they're going to hack each other's arms and legs off. And then they're going to end up, one of them may be on a respirator, but he ain't going to make it. You know. There's that. And then we go a little bit back here. Right. And I want to just keep darkening up these there's something also that we can do that I just thought about, if I can find them, because I just moved them. Where are they? I guess we can make that a little bit darker. Where is it? Hold on. This is what happens when you got everything around. I thought I had some watercolor. Where are they? I'm looking for my watercolors so I can add it to this, because this paper will be able to handle it if I can find where I put them. I literally just moved them. This will work. There we go. These will work, I guess, for the time being, for what I need to do. I need something different than the wash that I've been putting on here. What? I guess I need the other. There we go. I mean, you know. I hope this is looking as good as everybody thought it was going to be. And if it's not, then, you know, I guess you can find somebody else that can do art better than me or something. I don't know. Shit, what can I tell you? Alright? But considering the fact that I didn't use any pencil, it was all just paint and calligraphy and all that fun jazz, right? You know? I think it came out alright. But Mel, are you done? By far, no. No, I'm not even close to being done. I still got detail to do. Detail? How can you do any detail? There's nothing there to do detail with. It's all black and red. There's nothing there. There's no contrast. There's no nothing. No, it's a lot to work with here. Alright, there we go. There's his hand. You know, we got the hand, and let's see, what else? Alright. I'm looking for something. Give me a second. Where did I put my actual cup with all the stuff I was using? Ah, there it is. Ow. Everything's always falling away from me. I'll switch out this water real quick. Fun part. Oh yeah. That is the fun part indeed. Alright, more water. There we go. And let's see, what else do we need here for this? Looking for some gray. Maybe gray up here. Ah, we do. We have a couple of grays. The gold, and the solid black and white. Alright. Now, let's give these lightsabers some identity. Alright. Oh, you can move now. Yeah, that's right. Hold on. Gotta make the robe situation make sense. Right. There we go. Looks awesome as always. Thank you. Thank you. Trying. I'm gonna do his lightsaber a little different. Never really see him with gold much. Yeah, this ain't too bad. This pin's too fat to do that. Alright, well, I guess now we gotta go to the other thing. Oh, well, I thought we were, but look what time it is. Oh well, I want to keep going until at least I get this done. Alright, now, where's the other little thing at that I was going to use? Where are you? Oh man, I am trapped in the dusk. Here we go. Alright, let me pop the top. Okay, here we go. this? Why is this playing? I thought this was going. I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this. Where are you? Come here. Stupid music. There, that's better. It looks really good. Thank you, Duchess. Appreciate it. I think we're done here for the most part. So, yeah, so may the 4th be with you or whatnot. I hope you guys enjoyed it for what it is, right? There we go. Alright. Hope you guys liked it. I did something for Star Wars. So, yeah, that was fun. So yeah, definitely if you guys like the let me go over here. I'm just turn this off and pause this. Go over here. I'm gonna pause that too because I don't really care. Anyways, look, so I thank you guys for being here. I hope you guys had a good time. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves. Yeah, I know I put my hair up because it's hot in here. Definitely, I hope you learned something today. If you didn't learn anything, at least learn to be a little bit nicer and kinder to yourself than than you are, I guess. Trying to keep yourself self-motivated is very difficult to do, but it's doable. So I hope all of you the best this week. If you like the content that I create, definitely hit that subscribe button or not, whatever. It's up to you. But I would definitely want you to hit that though. I know. See how that works? See how that works? Because the fact that I try to be positive and I have a hard time with that. So I kind of just stopped myself. But if it was to you, I would say you should go on ahead and tell them to subscribe to your channel, like, share, subscribe, do all the things. If you enjoy what's going on, come back Tuesday, 8 p.m., same time. I don't know what I'm going to do. That's the beauty of my show. I don't know what I'm going to do because I just do whatever I want to because I'm mad, right? So I will see you guys then. Take it easy. And definitely hit that subscribe. I'll see you Tuesday. Yeah, 8 p.m. Central Time. All right, bye.